50 battle points battle where we are fighting Khorne Army composed of Chaos Demons and Chaos Space Marines versus Tau allied with Space Marines. This is the deployment, so I try to put all the deployment as advanced as possible. Tau is at the back, and they have seized initiative, so Tau have the first turn. So this is the end of turn 1 for Chaos, and at the end the Tau and the Space Marines decide not to seize the initiative, so I had the first turn. I moved the Fleshhounds here to attack the Croods, and then the rest of my army is moving right here. So this is on the ground, and this the Bloodthirster is behind the Land Rider, and this is flying just behind the building. Okay, and this is the cultist. I keep 2 unit of 10 blood letters in reserve. And now, and of course the Land Rider have Pop Smoke. So now is the turn 1 for the Tau player. So the casualties I made is I killed one of these guys here, one of these, and one of the ones of the Riptide with the Warp Storm. So that's all, and we go turn 1 for Tau. So this is the end of turn 1 for Tau and Space Marines.
Okay, so I deployed here my drop pod. I destroyed completely the unit of cultists with all the Vanguard veterans. It was quite easy. Everything else, well, the Croods, they shot the dogs, but it was nothing happened there. Victor was able to save all the wounds. Everything else basically, so Riptide, Broadsides and Hammerhead, they shot, Riptide and Broadsides, they shot at the crab, how is it called?
The Soul Grinder.
The Soul Grinder. And I was only able to do 1 penetrating hit, but nothing important, so only 1 hull point off. The Hammerhead, I shot the Land Rider. I was able to penetrate the armor value, but I was not. But
no, you hit, but you don't penetrate.
Yeah, I hit. It's true.
And the same for this one.
For the stealth suits, they
couldn't pen the.
It was impossible to pen. And also with the Centurion Devastator Squad, they also shot the Soul Grinder.
And they take out 1 hull point.
Yeah, 1 hull point. So at the moment the Soul Grinder is 1 hull point down. Everything else is basically untouched. And finally, with the unit of Fire Warriors, I was able to take out 3
dogs.
3 dogs. Yeah, 3 Khorne dogs.
So now it's turn 2 for Chaos Space Marine, for Demons, and I will see if the blood letters are coming. So I will throw on. So the unit with the icon is coming, and the unit without icon
also coming. It's a 6.
Okay. So I have from reserve 20 blood letters. See you at the end of turn 2. So this is top of turn 2. After the turn of the Daemons, what I did is, from Deep Strike, this unit of blood letters come into game, and the other unit of blood letters is in active reserve because he have a mishap. Then what I did is I moved the blood letter back to engage with the Vanguard from the Space Marines. I was blocking a challenge, so I killed the Sergeant, and I'm in close combat. So here, the Fleshhounds just overkill the Croods, and now I move them ahead to threat also the lines of the Tau. And in the middle of the battle, what I did is I moved the Land Rider 6 inches to the front, and then I disembark the Berserkers, and I separate Khorne from the rest of the unit. So Khorne killed the Pathfinders, and the Berserkers killed the Stealth Suits, and the Demon Prince just jumped, charged the Centurions, and he killed one Centurion in close combat, and the other Centurion was killed by the shooting of the Soul Grinder. And then in close combat, I kill one Centurion, and I make an extra wound. He's wounded.
Yeah.
And he make me 1 wound in return and 1 wound in Overwatch, so my Demon Prince have 2 wounds, and is engaged in close combat, what is great, because then he's not going to be shot by the Tau. So, top of turn 2, Demons have 3 points, no?
Yeah.
3 points, and Space Marines Tau have 2 points. And we go to turn 2 of Tau. Here at bottom of the turn 2 after Space Marine and Tau, and now we'll explain what happened.
Okay, so I didn't have the opportunity to move a lot, so all I did was shooting and then the assault. In terms of shooting, I was able to take out quite a lot of the hounds, the Khorne hounds. Still they are threatening, but at least now they have not so many numbers. Then here for the submarines, the Berserkers, I was able to take them out, all of them except one, so they are not a threat anymore. Apart from that, I was not able to take out many other things. Then in terms of assault, here with the Demon Prince, he was able to take out my last Centurion. Now they're threatening all my lines, although he has 2 wounds left. Sorry, 2 wounds less than at the beginning. And here in this combat, Pedro accepted the challenge of the Bloodthirsters, and I was able to win the combat. He needed to do the moral check, but he was able to get double 1 snag eye, so he was able to regain the wound that Pedro was able to take off of him. It was lucky roll.
Yeah, was very lucky at the beginning, Pedro, because he passed 3 saves that will instant kill him, and then in return he make 1 wound, but I take a double 1 in my instability check.
Yeah.
And here we have these people waiting for assault.
Well, the thing is that also here my Fire Warriors, they were able to shot to death Khorne, who was here in the middle.
Yeah.
So I was able to take 1 victory point.
So at this moment, I think this is mistaken. We go 4 for the Demons, 4 for Demons, 3 for the Tau Marines, and we go now to turn 3.
Yeah.
This is top of turn 3. So after the turn of the Demons, here, thanks to the reward, the exalted reward, I managed to create a new unit of 10 Demonets, and the combined assault of the Demonets with the Demon Prince, and just kill the broadsides, and the Demonets are engaged with 1 scout. They try to assault the broadsides, but on the Overwatch they lose 1 of the flesh hounds, and they were too far for assaulting. But this was good, because then I can assault without Overwatch with my Demon Prince. And then here, Pedro Cantor again win in the challenge to the Blood Sister. I did 3 wounds that will insta kill him, but he passed the 3 Iron Halo saves, and in return I received 1 wound from Pedro Cantor. But the Bloodletters just kill half of the squad, and I won by 2, and we still engage in close combat here. Okay, so now we will go to turn 3 for the Tau, and we will be back later on. This end of turn 3, after the Space Marine and and Tau movement and shooting and close combat. So
Yeah, so basically on shooting I was able to wipe out the Fleshhound. I was also able to kill the Grand Prince, the Prince, no? Yeah,
the Demon Prince.
The Demon Prince, I was able to kill it. Apart from that, I was not able to shoot anything else, so it was combat. In combat, with the Demonets, he wiped out my last scout. And here on the other side of the table, Pedro Cantor took 2 wounds from the demon. He was not smashing, luckily, so it was no instant kill, and Pedro was able to take 1 wound out of the demon. On the other side, the unit here is getting killed slowly. At the moment there is only 1 guy left, but probably not for long. So not looking very good, but we'll see.
If we go into turn 4. This is top of turn 4. So here, finally the Bloodthirster kill Pedro Cantor, and the Bloodletters kill the squad, and they just move like that after the combat. The Land Rider is trying to shoot to the Hammerhead, but it's doing nothing. It cannot penetrate the armor. But the Demonets assault the Hammerhead, make 2 penetrating hits, and not only can do snapshots, and the big cannon is destroyed. This guy move ahead, shoot to the Fire Warriors, kill 3 of them, and they keep there, and that's all for turn 4. So the score at this moment is 8-5, winning the Demons. This bottom of the turn 4. So you want to explain?
Yeah, so I basically moved up with the Hammerhead. These guys regrouped in order to be able to see at the Demonets that were here, and also the Riptide moved slightly. So with the Hammerhead, I shot the Demonets, I killed 1 of them, and with the Fire Warriors, I was able to finish the unit off. So I got 1 victory point, and then the Riptide tried to shoot at the Bloodthirster, no, how's it called?
No, the
Soul Grinder, but I was not able to penetrate the armor value.
Now we go into turn 5. If you want to throw for combat, night combat.
Let's see if there is night combat.
Yeah, there is night combat.
Okay.
Top of turn 5, and turn 5 for the Demons. So in the shooting, nothing. Land Rider move ahead and try to shoot again to the Hammerhead. I did a pen, but he did the cover save. This guy did a direct hit to the Fire Warriors, but they pass the cover save and they are to ground. And here, the Bloodthirster assault the drop pod, and I am killing it. So I harvest 1 point from here. And we go into turn 5 for the Tau. So by the way, the result at this moment is 9-6, sorry. Here at bottom of turn 5 and end of the battle. So the Riptide just moved like that, tried to shoot to my Bloodletters, but it's night combat and I pass all the cover saves. And my opponent have to leave, and we decide to stop the battle here. Anyway, now we have if we had an extra turn, the Soul Grinder will assault the Fire Warriors, and most likely, if they don't run away, they will be in close combat with a vehicle that cannot destroy. If they try to run, they will run out of the board because they are too close to the board. And I will use my Bloodthirster to fly and have the line breaker if it's possible. So the end result at the end is 9-6. It's a victory for the Chaos. And that's all for this battle. let's do a little bit of battle review after this battle report. So first of all, I have to say that I didn't get or I didn't have the rewards I was expecting. So for my great demon, the exalted reward was the Grimoire, and then I get as a great reward the one that is giving Feel No Pain 4 plus. And for my Demon Prince, I get Rift Bringer, and because I know that I was playing um, Purge the Allien, I decided to keep it and not to change for the how it's called the portal glyph. So at the end it was the rewards, and then as a warlord trait, I had one that was quite useful. That is the one that allows me to reroll the Warstorm table. So what has been very useful, because in the first turn I had the one that is giving -1 to the war save or to the invulnerable save of the demons, and then I was able to reroll this result. So then let's go to the main points in the battle. So as you have seen, my first part was moving as a block, using the vehicles to protect the vehicles in the building to protect my demon, my great monstrous creatures, my flame monstrous creatures, and then the berserkers went inside of the Land Rider, and I decided to move the Land Rider ahead in the first turn and pop off smoke, sacrificing the opportunity for first blood because I want to be close to my enemy as soon as possible. I also move at the beginning. I put the flesh hounds in the middle in case he was using the stealth suits to threat my Land Raider, but as I have seen that he deployed the stealth suits quite to the back, I decided to grab 1 point by killing the Croods. So then on the first turn, I think my opponent did a mistake. First, giving me the opportunity to have the initiative, what is what I was expecting, and second, by deploying the drop pod just on my back. So he dropped 3 points, 3 units that for me was quite easy to kill, because only with my Great Demon and blocking them in close combat to minimize the damage, and then using my one of my squads in reserve to help the Great Demon was for me very easily to grab 3 points there. Yeah, he grabbed 2 points because he did first blood and killed the cultist, but in return I get 3 points. And the other point I was doing, the other tactic I was using as this Purge the Allien, is exchange 1 point by 1 point. So I drop the flesh hounds, I know that they will kill the Croods, and I know that they will be dead after that. So my primary objective was to give 1 point for a point, so to kill 1 point and then give the point if they can survive. I did the same with Khorne and with Berserkers. Maybe you'll see that I overkilled 2 minor squads, but in that mission they were 2 points. So for me it was okay to lose the Khorne if I give the point from the Pathfinders. And at the end the Berserkers kill the stealth suits, and they didn't give the point of the squad because I hide the last survival inside of the Land Rider as safe from the shooting of my opponent. So other thing I think there was a little bit of mistake from my opponent is that the Centurions were too close and too ahead in his army. So my Demon Prince had the opportunity to charge in second turn and kill them all. So and if you analyze, my second turn was the most devastating one because I was able to do 5 charge in 1 turn. 3 of them overrunning my opponent, and 2 of them leaving my flying monstrous creatures stuck in close combat and protect from the fire of my opponent. Another thing that is important is sometimes, especially when you play against Tau, you need units that you will throw away just to take out the overwatch from your opponents. For example, in the third turn, I use the flesh hounds. I sacrifice them just to ensure that my Demon Prince will charge without overwatch. So if he didn't kill this flesh hound, most likely I will arrive to the close combat because I was at 7 inches. When he killed this flesh hound, then I was suddenly at 10 inches. And then because he used the overwatch to stop the fleshhounds, I was able then to assault with my demon prince. And I think this was the key points. Another point that is also important, if you have seen, Tau have a lot of power, a lot of weapons of power 7 and 8, and the hammerhead was the only one that was have strength enough to kill my land rider. But if you see, when you put in front of the Tau armor 14 or armor 13, they are struggling how to damage this armor because their weapons are not prepared for these high values of armor. Especially the broadsides that have missiles of strength 7. The only ones that can do some damage are the Riptide and the Hammerhead. This is why I didn't follow it, the Riptide. I ignored him all the battle. I know he was doing some damage, but I prefer to focus and to harvest easy points, and then as soon as I can, I kill the broadsides because for me was the main threat, the broadsides, and also the unit of fire warriors were quite big because they were shooting a lot, strength 5, and this is devastating any unit of demons. So that's all for this battle. I think you have find this interesting, and thanks a lot for watching. See you again later. Bye.